Imagine a world not far from a science fiction novel, where every purchase, every door unlocked, and every service accessed requires a microchip embedded in your skin. Trains, top-tier schools, and even your social circle are gated by an invisible score, tallying your every action, rewarding or penalizing you by who you associate with. It sounds like the makings of a dystopian nightmare, yet this isn't the premise of a new blockbuster. It's the reality unfolding before our eyes. Welcome to a world where the line between body autonomy and technological control blurs, where privacy bows to convenience, and the very choices you make could tether you to an unseen leash. This isn't just speculation. It's a system rapidly taking shape across the globe, and it bears an uncanny resemblance to a prophecy from the ancient scriptures, the mark of the beast. In the book of Revelation, a beast rises, marking its followers and sealing their fates. While it may sound like a distant apocalyptic vision, the reality is that similar marks are being etched into our society today, not by a terrifying creature, but by the very companies and governments we interact with daily. Stay with us as we peel back the layers of this modern-day manifestation. Discover the technologies that are seducing the masses into compliance, the countries pioneering these Orwellian paradigms, and the corporate entities weaving the mark into the fabric of everyday life. This video isn't just a revelation. It's a wake-up call to the world we're stepping into. One chip, one scan, one transaction at a time. We all like things that make life easier, like our phones and online shopping. But to get these, we sometimes give away our privacy. Have you ever thought about how much of your own freedom you'd let go for a bit of convenience or to feel safe? Why would someone say yes to something that doesn't sound good at all? And what if you choose not to? Well, keep watching, because what we found will shock you. You see, the Bible talks about a sinister character known as the false prophet. The false prophet will cunningly use religion to deceive the world and compel everyone, regardless of their social status, to receive the mark on their hand or forehead, subjecting people to the unyielding grasp of Satan and the Antichrist. If you don't have this mark, you won't be able to buy what you need, find a job, or take care of your family. It's like being locked out of everything. Imagine a system that watches over your every move, scoring you on your actions and choices. This isn't a page from a dystopian novel. It's becoming a reality in China. There, the government is testing a social credit system that could decide the quality of your life. Some Christians believe that this social credit system could be a precursor to the mark of the beast. They argue that the Chinese government is already using technology to track and monitor its citizens. They also argue that the government is giving incentives to people to comply with its system. So, if the Chinese government were to make it mandatory for everyone to have a social credit score, it would be a big step towards the mark of the beast. But it's not just happening in China. Elon Musk's Neuralink is a company that is developing brain-computer interfaces that would allow people to interact with computers and other devices using their minds. Could Neuralink be used in combination with a version of China's social credit system to create a new form of the mark of the beast? A brain-computer interface could be used to track and monitor people's thoughts and emotions, or worse, even control people's behavior. What seems like science fiction has become a reality. The debate over microchip implants rages on, but most people are more than willing to adopt it. Back in 2017, a Wisconsin tech company, 3 Square Market, made waves when they started implanting microchips in their employees' hands. It wasn't a top-down order. About 50 of their 80 staff chose to do it, paying $300 for the privilege. They even celebrated the occasion with a chip party. And this is no isolated incident. By 2022, more than 50,000 people worldwide had chosen to get these microchip implants. The idea of a microchip implant isn't just being accepted, it's being celebrated and sought after. So, why are people lining up to get these chips? Why is the mark of the beast so easily accepted by most people? There are 3 alarming reasons. Deception. The false prophet will be a master of deception. He will use his charisma, intelligence, and power to convince people that the mark of the beast is something good. He may appeal to people's sense of patriotism, claiming that the mark is a sign of loyalty to the government or to a new world order. He may also appeal to people's fears, claiming that the mark is necessary for economic prosperity or even survival. Coercion. Imagine being cornered, with every escape route you look for closing rapidly. The force behind the mark won't just ask, they'll press hard, using fear as a powerful lever. They could threaten with harsh penalties, like taking away your right to shop, work, or even access basic health care if you resist. The grip tightens, making everyday life without the mark nearly impossible, pushing you towards a decision you'd never make if you truly had a choice. Conformity. Then there's the subtle yet relentless pressure to fit in. It starts with a trickle, a news report here, a celebrity endorsement there, until the floodgates open and it's everywhere. Not having the mark could mean being left out in the cold, shunned by society, or worse, by your own family. In this future, standing up for what you believe could mean standing alone, which is a daunting prospect for anyone. The desire to belong is human nature, and that very instinct is what they're banking on to herd the masses into compliance. It's clear that the chips under our skin and the scores on our screens aren't just gadgets and numbers, they're choices. Choices that tens of thousands of people have already made, not in fear, but with open arms, drawn to the promise of smoother day-to-day, a faster way to pay, and a badge of belonging in an ever-changing world. Our future, the kind of society we're building, hinges on the decisions we make. The question remains, which path will you choose?